Is it on deck?
Morning. Welcome to your special training detachment. Be seated. I'm Admiral Bates, Nautic Commander. You're all Top Gun graduates. The elite. The best of the best. That was yesterday. The enemy's new fifth-generation fighter has leveled the playing field. Details are few, but you can be sure we no longer possess the technological advantage. Success, now more than ever, comes down to the man or woman in the box. Half of you will make the cut. One of you will be named mission leader. The other half will remain in reserve.
Welcome at this session where I am about to tell you everything about Copilot Studio and the autonomous agents. All right, my name is Rob Kuipers and I'm a Top Gun fan, as you noticed. I love to talk about CRM, I love to talk about the Power Platform, I love to talk about Copilot Studio, I love AI. And today I'm going to tell you everything about Copilot Studio and the autonomous agents. All right. If we look back, some small history lesson over here, there are like 4 revolutions. We got the agricultural revolution, the industrial and the digital revolution. And currently we are in the AI revolution. Similarities between the 4th, you don't have a choice. The revolution is going to happen. As we have seen in the past, the 3 revolutions before us, the AI revolution is happening and it is happening right now. We see some kind of similarities between every revolution. It's all about automation. It's routine routine tasks are taken over by technology. It's one. The second one is, when automation comes in, there is new focus and new opportunities arise. And so you can focus, you as a human, can focus on what makes you unique. The third similarity is it's all about collaboration. People and technology will work together and will create new chances. Those are the similarities in every revolution. And Gartner predicts, and now we are talking about the autonomous agent, Gartner will predict that in 2028, 33% of the enterprise applications will include agentic AI. Personally, I think it will be a lot more. And it will result that 15% of the daily work decisions are being made autonomously by agentic AI. Okay, let's explain some basic terms about this. Okay, we got AI. When I was in school, like 25 years ago, I already learned about artificial intelligence. And it's the technology that computers can think and learn as a human. So artificial intelligence has been here for a long, long time. Then we got the magic word that every organization, everybody is talking about. If you don't know it, just call, but maybe Copilot can help. Copilot is basically the user experience from Microsoft towards AI, and it can help you boost your productivity. Then we got the agents, and the agents are digital employees who can independently work and perform specific tasks, schedule appointments, arranging orders, or whatever. And then we got the topic of autonomous, and that's the ability to make decisions and carry out tasks independently. A human, I am an autonomous person, so I can carry out tasks on my own. I can make decisions on my own. This is where the agentic AI happens. It's a combination of agents and it's a combination of the autonomous agents. And that is the agentic AI, and that is the world that we are living in today. All right, let's talk about Copilot first. Copilot is your daily wingman, and your daily wingman, you can use your daily wingman for multiple activities. Copilot is not only there to write an email, to give a summary of an email. No, Copilot is also there to make data analysis, to make sentiment analysis, to do data grouping, to ask for advice, to convert data and natural language to structured data and back. You can use it to import unstructured data. So Copilot is much more than just writing text for an email or for a blog or whatever. And Copilot is everywhere, is in almost every Microsoft application that you know. It's in the operating system, it's in the biz apps, it's in your Office 365 or Microsoft 365 systems. Your Copilot is everywhere. And like Satya Nadella said, okay, Copilot will be the new UI for AI. Okay, I will come back to that later. First, if you want to grow into AI, you can do three things. You can just start for free, you can buy stuff, and you can extend stuff. And if you want to start for free, just go to copilot.microsoft.com. Basically, it's a chat GPT experience. You can ask it, it answers your question. You can use it for free. Everybody can use it. This is the Microsoft Copilot available online. Okay, if you want to buy Copilot, there are a couple of possibilities. First of all, you got Copilot for Microsoft 365. And you can also see here I will explain something about Copilot in Dynamics 365 and Copilot for Sales. There is a difference between the two words for and in, because when it states Copilot for Microsoft 365, you have to buy stuff. If it says, okay, Copilot in, it's included in the license. It's a big difference. Take a look at the Copilot for Microsoft 365. You can buy it. Okay, try to recap a meeting in Teams to give them a summary of the meeting that you're in. Try to summarize a very large email that you got, or draft a reply of an email. Use the Copilot chat to summarize a document. They're all very useful things that you can use. Also in Word, use the Copilot in Word, use the Copilot in Microsoft PowerPoint. Try to create a PowerPoint based on natural language. Get some help in Excel. Use them as a sparring partner to get ideas for something for your business. Translating stuff. It's all things that you can use the Copilot for Microsoft 365. Did you know that you also can extend the Microsoft 365 Copilot yourself? In Copilot Chat, there is a lightweight agent builder in there. It's called the Copilot Studio Agent Builder, so that you as a user can also use Copilot Studio to create your own, for instance, a writing coach, or you can connect through this Copilot Studio agent to your enterprise data. You can create your own agents right from the Copilot Chat. All right. Second, Copilot in Dynamics 365 Sales. If you are using the CRM system, then you can use the Copilot functionality embedded in your CRM system. You can summarize the CRM data, you can get some insights, you can get summaries of your opportunities, of your account, an overview of your cases, and all that kind of stuff. It's a very handy and useful way to boost your productivity as a seller. Did you know that you also have the opportunity to find information in your documents? In your CRM system, connected to your opportunity or connected to your account, you have your files. Those can be PDF files, Word files, and you can ask Copilot to just summarize the files that are in the SharePoint location connected to your opportunity or connected to your account. So you can understand your sales documents, and you let Copilot just summarize and search for information in the files underneath the opportunity and the account. All right. Let's give you an example of how to extend this Copilot in Dynamics 365 Sales. For instance, me as a sales rep, I want to know if there are any customers that did not order something lately, a couple of weeks, months, whatever. The magical answer, if I ask this to somebody, is okay, just ask Copilot. Yeah, that's nice, but the data, my ordering data, the order history, it's not in CRM, it's in Business Central. Okay, then we have the possibility to just extend the Copilot in sales that I was just showing you. And this Copilot, this Sales Copilot Power Virtual Agent bot, it's really the physical, the technical name of this Copilot in Copilot Studio. I can extend it. And I can extend it with, okay, give me an overview of my customers CMM. Give me an overview of all the customers in CRM or in Business Central that did not order lately. Compare both worlds with the AI builder and create some tasks in CRM for me as a sales rep so that I don't forget to do and to call the customer. This is a real scenario that I'm going to show you. What you see over here is, and let me extend the things that we are showing here. What's happening over here? Sorry, it's in Dutch. I want an overview of all my passive customers. And you see over here that it's triggering a custom agent. It's triggering an agent that I just created. It's connecting two business applications together without using the standard integration between CRM and Business Central. What is happening now is that it's searching in my CRM application, okay, what are all the customers that are assigned to me? Based on that subset of data, it's connecting to Business Central and it's getting there an overview of customers that did not order for the last 25 weeks, because I put in there 25. How many weeks do I want to go back? 25 weeks. And what is happening now on the back end, it is comparing those two data files, so the overview of customers in my CRM and Business Central, and it gives me the customers that did not order for the last 25 years. It's asking me, okay, do you want to plan the tasks in your agenda in my CRM? It's asking me for all of the customers because there are a lot. No, I don't want to go. Do not want to plan for all the customers, just plan for two customers, PSV Eindhoven, the famous soccer club, and the Amstel Hotel. I want to plan actions for me as a seller, tasks in my CRM system. For the purpose, okay, I want to come back, I want to get into contact. What you have seen now is an example of how to extend the Copilot in Dynamics 365 Sales. And let me show how you can do it, how you can extend it. If you go to Copilot Studio, search for the Sales Copilot Power Virtual Agents bot. That is the Copilot which is embedded in your CRM system in Dynamics 365 Sales. Then you go to the topic and then you can add a new topic. You cannot change all the existing topics because Microsoft has created them. That's the topics that gives you the summary of the opportunity or the summary of the account. But what you are able to do is to add new topics over here, specific for your needs. So what I did was added a topic which grabs the data set from CRM and grabs the data set from Business Central, compare the both and give me something back in the Copilot chat. And what I did is I used the AI builder for that. The AI builder is just a step also in your Power Automate flow. So what I did in the topic, in the Copilot agent, at a topic, in the topic, we created a Power Automate flow which combined the two data sets using the AI builder. And that is also the topic, the part in the Power Power Automate flow that composes the message and gives it back to me as a user. All right. That's Copilot in Dynamics 365 Sales. Then we also have Copilot for Sales. And that is basically, it's combining the both of two worlds, the best of two worlds. We got the Microsoft the Copilot for Microsoft 365. We got the Copilot in Dynamics 365 Sales, and Copilot for Sales. You can buy also this license. It's a Copilot for Sales experience, a CRM experience in Microsoft 365. So this is experience from Microsoft Word, Outlook, and Teams. So you can, from your Outlook, you can get a summary of the email, and right from your email, you can update automatically your opportunity stage in your CRM system. You can also analyze your sales conversations from Teams. You can create CRM tasks right from the summary of the meeting that Copilot has created in Microsoft Teams. Create pitch presentations, all that kind of stuff. Really powerful. The tip of this session is, if you buy Microsoft 365 of Microsoft Copilot for Sales, you get your Copilot for Microsoft 365, it's included. So if you are wondering, okay, what is the best for me as a sales rep to buy, or to ask for your manager, ask for Copilot for Sales, because then you have your Copilot for Sales functionality, what you see over here, and you have your Copilot in Microsoft 365 functionality. Okay. All right. The last 15 minutes, I was talking about Copilot. Copilot is your personal assistant. It works for you as a human, on behalf of you. And you have a Copilot for every person. And you have a Copilot almost in every application that you use as a person. But then make the switch to the agents. Because an agent is also working for you, but an agent works autonomously. And it's proactive. And it does not work for you, it works for you, or it works for the process, or for a team, or for a company. And it's not connected to you as a human. And that is the big difference between a Copilot and an agent, because a Copilot is scalable. You as a human are not scalable. There's only one you. And you can scale Copilots to meet your needs. You can create sales Copilots or lead qualification Copilots. I don't know how many, I don't care how many that you need. And an agent is like the perfect employee, because an agent does not complain. It works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. An agent don't get sick. An agent don't quit their job. They don't give back their contract. The agents are like the employee of the month. So sorry, the employee of the month, as soon as you implement the autonomous agents, the employee of the month is not a human anymore. The employee of the month is your autonomous agent every month as from now on. All right. Let me explain what agents are. If we look at the future of sales, if we look at the old days, and we had our sales reps, and our sales reps, if they were lucky, they got a CRM system to register all their customers, their leads, their opportunities, their contact moments with the accounts, with the leads. That were the old days. Then we look back at last year, 2024. And then the sales reps, they were able to boost their productivity. Why? Because they got their Copilot. They got their Copilot in Outlook. They got their Copilot in Teams. They got their Copilot in the CRM system. And they boosted their personal productivity. What is happening now, 2025, this year, is that sales reps, they still got their Copilot, they still got their CRM system, but they are overseeing a team of AI agents doing the work for them. And that is happening as we speak. Okay, and Copilot, the example that I just shown you with the agent, with the Copilot agent looking for data in my CRM system in Business Central, combining the two and creating tasks in my CRM system, that was one of the agents that you see on the right hand side. I created that agent with the use of Copilot Studio, and I used the agent, I asked the agent for input using Copilot. And that is the way that it is going to work as from now on. Sales reps are using Copilot, and this can be Copilot in Dynamics 365 Sales, this can be your Copilot chat, this can be Copilot in Teams, this can be Copilot wherever that you want it to be used. That is your UI for the AI using the agents that are built with Copilot Studio. And that is your Copilot control system. So what are agents? Agents are autonomous, and they are automating and executing business processes, increasing maximal productivity because they can work on their own using the large language model and generative AI. And they're working alongside a human. Very important. And you can build them in Copilot Studio Agent Builder. That was used, that you can use, for instance, in your Copilot chat, creating your writing coach or whatever. And you can build them in Copilot Studio. And if you build a Copilot autonomous agent in Copilot Studio, you can publish it to your own applications. It can be your website, for instance. You can also publish it to your the Microsoft 365 tools. You can publish it towards Dynamics 365, for instance, your CRM, your Business Central, and you can publish it towards the Power Platform, every single component of the Power Platform. So what kind of agents can you build? You can make it very easy, you can make it advanced. The very simple agent that you can build is that they just retrieve information from a basic data. For instance, your website, and you can connect it to your website, and your agent, you can ask the agent questions and it gives you the answers based on the knowledge that can be found on your website. You can make it a little bit more advanced, giving the agent the possibility to perform actions to create leads, for instance, in your CRM system. And you can make sure that it can work autonomous. And that's the advanced option. Then your agent can work independently. It can coordinate and make, basically it decides itself, okay, what kind of action do I have to take based on the communication that it has with his user, with your customer. My tip is start creating an agent, a simple one. Just connect it to your website, retrieve information and give the answers, and start building towards an autonomous agent. All right, where can you use it for? Some agent scenarios. For instance, the IT help desk. Create an agent that gives you answers about, okay, how does the beamer works? How do I connect to the beamer? All kind of technical IT help desk. Also, it's not over here, but use it as an onboarding agent. New employees are starting with your company maybe every month. Every time they have the same question. How does it work with lunch? How does it work with parking stations? How do I to ask for a company car and all that kind of stuff? Create an onboarding agent, giving him the answer that every month every new employee has. But also a lead generation agent. There's a lead qualification agent. I will tell you something later on in this session. You can create agents almost for every scenario. So how does it work, an agent? It's triggered. An agent is triggered. When it starts working, it's triggered. Can be an incoming email, can be a chat, maybe on a chatbot on your website, can be an online form. It can be triggered and in multiple ways. Instructions are really, 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 really important. The instructions of your agent will define how your agent is acting in a friendly way, in a very formal way. What has it to do? What can your agent what is it not allowed to do. Instructions are really important. And then you plan the actions, all the things that your agent has to do. Maybe checking your credit limit in your ERP system, entering the order, or email back your customer or inform the seller. And then also you can get the agent to react, maybe to share of to add the order in for customer in your ERP system, or email back the customer. Trigger, instructions, plan, result. So what kind of agent scenarios do we have? We have the business to employee. That's like, for instance, the onboarding agent. We got the business to consumer, answering the frequent asked questions, or managing the returns, or generate leads. And also business to business. Also onboarding maybe new suppliers, or managing orders, self-service training, attract shipments. There are so much possibilities for the business to business scenarios. There was an agent almost for every scenario that you can think of. Every scenario that contains recurring administrative tasks, you can create an agent. Okay, so what are the steps to create an autonomous agent? There are 6. You have to create one, to give them the knowledge, to structure your agent a bit with topics, create the actions that it can take, okay, tell your agents when and when to wake up, your triggers, and you have to publish it. Basically, those are the 6 steps you have to do. First of all, if you create the agent, the first tip is let Copilot create the agent. In Copilot Studio, you'll also have, of course, a Copilot which you can use, where you can use your natural language describing, okay, what do you want your agent to do. Second tip is use a template. There are a lot of templates in Copilot Studio that Microsoft provided that you can use. Very helpful. Just use them. And then the most 2 important things. The instructions, like I told you, are really important. Instructions for your agent, instructions for your actions, they are the most important thing in your autonomous agent. In this case, I'm just saying to my agent, do not use technical diving jargon. Be friendly. Do this, do that. Give the agent really a lot of instructions so that it can act and try to adjust and to modify the instructions if the agent is not doing the things you want it to do. The second thing that's important, it's just a little toggle, and it says the orchestration. The question is, do you want to create an original chatbot, or do you want to create an autonomous agent? Because when you do not enable this option, you will be creating just an ordinary chatbot. When you enable this action, this toggle, you will be creating an autonomous agent who can make the decisions and they can take choices on their own. Really important. This is where generative AI comes into your chatbot. It's combining your chatbot and generative AI, becoming the agent of the autonomous agent. All right. Second step is add knowledge. Because what is important is that you give your agent the knowledge and the boundaries where it can work with. And you can put in there your public website. You can put in your documents. You can put in SharePoint locations. You can connect your Dataverse. So every Dataverse table that you have, so maybe you're using CRM, the whole Dataverse database underneath your CRM system, you can connect to your autonomous agent. Really important. What is important in this one is your general knowledge. It's also a toggle in your autonomous agent. This is important because you want your autonomous agent to use only the information that you allow it to use. Because You can connect your personal website, your company website. You can connect your Dataverse tables and maybe some files containing your service policy or whatever. If you set the general knowledge toggle, if you activate it, the autonomous agent will use every piece of information it can find online to answer and to help your customer. Also, information from the company website of your competitors, or maybe information that is not true, or on forum. So do not activate this general knowledge toggle. It's really important. The third step is your topics. And the topics that you, basically those are the core building blocks of the agent. They define how the conversion dialogue plays out. And that's basically what I did in the example earlier in this session, when I grabbed the data set from CRM and I grabbed the data set from Business Central and combined those two for the order history. What I did was I was creating an extra topic. And within this topic, I used the variables, because I asked the user for the number of weeks, 25. It was just a variable that I used. And variables you can use within your autonomous agent to store and reuse information throughout the conversation. And also a new concept within the autonomous agents is the entities. And the entities is they collect information during the conversation that the autonomous agent has with your customer. And they extract key information, maybe your name or your company or whatever, and you can use it in your Power Automate flows and into your actions. Again, important, if you go to the setup, to the settings of your autonomous agent, there is a really important one. It says classic and it says generative, because trigger phases are triggering the different topics. And in the old days, when we were using the power of the Power Virtual Agent, basically the chatbot, you had to trigger the topics and you had to give the chatbot some trigger phases, like on the left hand side, diving course. I want to learn to dive. Sign up for diving course. And the Power Virtual Agent, it was important that the user of the chatbot typed in one of those 5 identical phrases so that the topics got triggered. This changes when you set the autonomous agent in the generative mode. It's in preview at this moment, but then you see the trigger phases also changes. It's not a list of 5 different phrases. No. Then if I want to if I type into the chatbot now, maybe I'm interested to learn how to dive. Then boom, this topic is triggered. So it's really using the natural language of the user to trigger the different topics. This is a really important setting. It's the third important setting within your autonomous agent. If you set it to classic, you're building an old school chatbot. If you set it to generative, then you are building an autonomous agent. All right. Then we got the actions. And actions are used by the agent to respond to the users automatically. You can add a lot of actions. You can add like Power Automate. You can trigger cloud flows. You can update directly your Dataverse tables using the standard connectors. You can send emails. You can add stuff in Excel. You can basically use the most of the connector that you can also use within Power Automate. And basically what you are doing, you are building a catalog of possible actions that the agent can take. You can use pre-built connectors, Power Automate, like I said, custom connectors, AI builder prompts, but you can also build your REST API connection. So you can really build a catalog of the possible actions that a user can, that the action can take, that the agent, the autonomous agent can take. If you set it to the generative mode, you give the agent, and that's also, again, a very important one. If you set the agent to generative mode, the agent for itself autonomously decides when to execute which action. So, in this case, it will identify, the autonomous agent, it, for instance, will identify new leads in the conversation that it has with its customers and autonomously decide for itself to execute the action that will create the lead in your CRM system. Really important. This is what your agent gives the autonomous aspect. All right. Then it's triggered. In the old days, when it was known as a virtual agent, the bot was accessible from a channel and was, in 99% of the cases, it was embedded on your website. And as soon as a customer triggered your virtual agent, the right topic, it started executing. Now, if you look at you as a human, when do you get triggered? Well, when you get an email, or something is added to a list, or you got a message or task is assigned to you, or you got an incoming file, then you start doing things. And the autonomous agent works and responds at the exact same way as humans do. So you can add triggers. And this is also pretty new within the Copilot Studio. You can use triggers when an online form with Microsoft Forms is submitted, or when a file is created on your OneDrive, when an item is created on some kind of SharePoint list, when there is a data-driven alert triggered in your Power BI dashboard, when an item is created on SharePoint, when an email comes into your functional, in your team mailbox, or maybe you want your Copilot, your autonomous agent, to do something at 8 o'clock every day. And the most used triggers, they are available in your agent. Just choose the one that suits you. It's really important. You can get it triggered. It's no longer just a chatbot on your website. It can get triggered like you as a human get triggered. And then you have to publish it. You can publish it to any channel that suits your needs. It's not only your website. It's also, it can be Teams, it can be Facebook, it can be WhatsApp, Telegram, or whatever. You can publish to any channel. It's not really important that you can only use it from that channel. No, because you can also publish your autonomous agent on your website, and you can get it triggered while it's sending an email. So it's the place that you publish it to is basically just it's just a place where your autonomous agent lives. It has nothing to do with all the triggers that I just explained to you. And when it's too complex for your agent, you can connect it to your customer service hub. You can connect it to your customer service, Dynamics 365 customer service, or Salesforce, or Zendesk, when it's getting too complex for your agent. And that's possible because the autonomous agent is smart, but really complex cases, just hand it over to a real person. And also take a look at the analytics and just keep monitoring your autonomous agent. It's just a new employee. And as for every new employee in your organization, sometimes how good that they are, sometimes you just have to check on them if they are doing their job right. All right. What Microsoft did to make stuff easy is they created 10 new autonomous agents right out of the box that you can use. And at least two of them, are connected to your CRM application. We got the sales qualification agent and we got the case management agent. The last part in this presentation, in this session, is let me explain something about the sales qualification agent. What this agent does is it monitors your pipeline. It monitors your incoming leads. We got your CRM system, Dynamics 365, sales, and you got all your leads are coming in. And your leads are coming in from maybe your website, online forms. They're coming in from, you can create them manually, the white paper downloads, whatever. So it's monitoring all of those leads. But what it does, it's looking at the lead, and it's not only looking at the data in your CRM system, it's also using the researching of the lead, and it's also looking at the information that it can find online to make sure that it can give you the right priorities to you as an agent. And making sure also what you've just seen is they can create the engagements, they can create the email. So the sales qualification agent from Microsoft, created by Microsoft, are basically our 3 agents packed in one. Why? It's the research agent, so it's using data from CRM and your public website to advise the seller to engage or not to engage. One. It can give you the priorities. Dus based on the data and the signal that it finds online, and based on the experience in your CRM system with previous leads, it says to the seller, focus on this lead. And the third agent that you have just seen is the engagement agent, and it creates a personalized email for your customers based on the data gathered by the research agent, and proposes the email that you can send as a seller towards your customer. This one, it's in public preview in March 2025, so that everybody can use it. It's the lead qualification agent. The second one that I want to show you is the case management agent. This is the agent connected to Dynamics 365 customer service. And what it does is it's looking at incoming cases. And it's looking at it's automating the most essential tasks that you have as a customization sales rep, including the creation of a case from a conversation that the autonomous agent has, for instance. And it's automatically creating the description of the case, so you don't have to do that as a customer service agent yourself. It's including the conversation history, and it's all updated into the case. So the case management agent is doing all this kind of stuff automatically. It also suggests the actions that it has to take, and this reply to the customer, including, again, the email, creating a draft email that you can send. So it's really helping the customer service agent to do things towards the customer, but also looking at giving the advice, okay, how to solve this case. Why? So that your case management agent, it can focus on the most simple cases, so that you as a customer service agent have time for the more complex and value-added tasks. It's really important. Your case management agent also coming public preview in March 2025. All right. There's only one option, because we are in the middle of a revolution. It's the AI revolution. There is no stopping. There's basically no stopping. Everybody has to embrace AI. Everybody has to embrace Copilots, and everybody has to embrace and get used to the idea that there will be autonomous agents working, doing the recurring, the administrative, and the boring tasks for you. Just embrace it. Just embrace AI. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I will see you next time somewhere all over the world in a congress or in a Power Platform bootcamp. And for now, I wish you all the luck, and I wish you a lot of knowledge from the Power Platform Bootcamp. See you later.